Don't come to Canada if all you're going to do is complain and complain and complain and complain. Like, it's going to suck. What up everyone, Kara's Maggie here and welcome back to my channel where I encourage you to submerge yourself in culture and live meaningful lives. Now for today's topic. This is a question I've been getting in my DMs a lot lately, and it's,
Maggie, what is Canada like?
And I decided, you know what, let me make a video because I know exactly why a lot of people have been asking this question. With everything that's going on, especially if you live in the Caribbean, things are very, very rough right now. So I get it. So in this video, I'm going to be answering these questions, and as you see by the title, don't move to Canada if. I'm gonna give you all the reasons why. I believe that everyone needs to know what they're in for when they decide to move to a different country. Despite how it's being shown to you, you need to know the risk and all the information for you to make an informed decision if it is the right choice or not. Don't move to Canada if you can't take the cold, okay? Listen to me. Right now, we're in April, and despite the fact that we're in spring, sometimes, during the day and the late evening, the temperature still going down and drop because of the wind chills. For a good 4 to 5 months out of the year, all we have is snow and winter weather. I have been here for a while now and I'm still not used to it, and even though every year I know winter is coming, I still am super shocked by how cold it can be. So if you know that's going to be something that makes you super miserable, you can't deal with it, that's all you're going to be focusing on, don't come. Don't even bother. Because it's not going to go anywhere. It's just going to continue. That's the reality. Secondly, don't come to Canada if you're not going to be willing to do some networking. The reason I say this is because a lot of the times people don't realize that some of the opportunities that are out there, not everything is advertised. There's a saying, I don't know if it's a Caribbean saying or Jamaican, whatever, is it's not about who you know, it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. And it's the same thing across the board. I think this applies to literally everywhere. There has been information that has not been really that much out in the public that I have come upon because someone I knew put me onto that information. That's really how the world is working. Just so you know, if you really want to survive in Canada, whether it's for career, whether it's for just knowing to navigate the your new city or whatever, you have to network with people, because the reality is you can't do anything on your own over here if you want to survive. If you're an introvert and you have difficulties just going up to people, talking to them, there are different ways you can do it. You don't have to be this super outgoing person to network. Thanks to social media right now, we have things like LinkedIn, you have Facebook, Instagram even is a way people are networking nowadays, that if you're fearful to come up and speak to people personally, send them a very nice message as to what it is that you want to connect with them about. And just be very intentional about what you're asking for and who you're reaching out to. And also, I'm a resource to help in any way that I can. Again, I don't know everything, but I do provide the information once I know it. Thirdly, don't come to Canada if you think you're going to get rich in 2 days of being here, because that is not how it works. Now, I know for a lot of people who come, the immigration process will be different. Some people might come through express entry, so they immediately get their PR. You might be coming over as a student. A spouse might have filed for you, so then if they're PR, you get PR as well, or citizenship, whatever the case might be. Let me tell you, it is not 1, 2, 3 easy just like that. It's going to take some time. Bringing me to my next point, you're just gonna have some patience. I know that everyone thinks that life overseas is like very glamorous, and I mean, compared to what some of us did come from, it does seem that way, because there are just way more opportunities, way more easier access to certain things. So I get it, but please, for the love of God, do not come with the mindset that everything is going to happen very quickly, because if you have that mindset and it's not happening exactly how you want it to, you're going to be discouraged very quickly and you won't survive. I'm just being real with you. So then, yes, be patient, take time. Whether this is in getting a better job, whether this is getting a better place to live, networking, people finding, it's going to take some time even to find the right people to connect with, so that you know you're on top of your game in terms of what it is that you need to do to navigate. If English isn't your first language, and you know that in terms of tapping into the market, the job market, you have to improve your English, there are so many support groups that are out there, and you can find lots of them on Facebook. It's just a simple search as well, and you can find them, and that way you can connect with your community in some way. It is easier now as opposed to how it was a few years ago for a lot of immigrants who were coming here, because there are a lot of programs now that are there to actually support immigrants as well. I'm not too sure about all the details of some, but I know that some would include like job search, navigating them on, setting up a bank account, all those different things. So the resources are definitely there, more in abundance. And always never forget, if you know people over here, try and connect with them first about certain things. But again, try and take some of the information people give you with a grain of salt, because not everyone is going to give you positive feedback, because it's going to be a mindset thing. Next point, don't move to Canada if you're not going to be open to stepping out of your comfort zone. So in that aspect, I'm talking about in terms of a lot of us, we're going to leave what we know back home in terms of food, just lifestyle, entertainment wise, all those different things, and then you're going to move somewhere in Canada that probably doesn't have it exactly the way you're used to. If you focus on, well, it's not like back home, well, duh, you moved from where you're actually from, so you can't expect to go somewhere else that you're supposed to be opening up yourself to a new culture and expect it to be the exact same. It's not the original, so you can't expect it to be the original. So be open to allowing yourself to be open to different foods, different culture in terms of meeting different people. Depending on where you move in Canada, you will be exposed to communities that you can find people from your community, but also make it a mission to not just stick with people who you know, depending, like if it's from the same country. Try and know other people too, because sometimes the ones of different cultures or groups, they know things that your community is probably not aware of. And if you're trying to really succeed, you have to kind of know pretty much everything that's out there that is available to you. Lastly, don't come to Canada if all you're going to do is complain and complain and complain and complain. Like, it's going to suck. In the beginning, it's going to suck. You're going to miss family, you're going to miss friends, you're going to miss social, certain social life stuff. But at the end of the day, if you don't have that mindset that you can overcome, and using all the previous advice that I gave in the beginning, it is going to be a very hard time for you. People who just complain and don't seek out solutions never get the results that they want. That's just a reality. Like, facts, right? Bonus tip: don't come to Canada if you're not going to follow instructions, especially if you violate the terms of your immigration status here in Canada. A lot of these things can be grounds for deportation. So that's what I would say to anyone who's thinking about moving to Canada. Consider these things. Of course, I probably didn't mention every single thing, but these are the ones that I could think of that I feel like you should really think about before you move anywhere. Really, you can apply these advice that I gave, but specifically for Canada, based on my experience, this is what I would say. If you enjoyed this video and if it was useful, please support this channel by subscribing. Also, engage with me, leave a comment. Okay, I'm trying to get into this YouTube algorithm thing, help a girl out. If the information was helpful, you share it with someone, all that stuff. And I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to do it and do things, and until next time, Maggie is out. With the blind side, cause they don't understand, and they be acting like they really even